Hi everyone, it's John Mitchell. In this video, we're going to look at a job analysis and a job design. So if we think back to the last video where we did human resource planning, it was about getting the right people in the right jobs at the right time. So looking at the future human resource needs of the organisation. Once we've decided, all right, these are the types of people or what we actually need in terms of numbers, what we can do is perform a job analysis, which looks at or gathers knowledge about the tasks, duties, and responsibilities involved in a particular job. In terms of gathering that knowledge, that could be something as simple as observation. It could be, conducting an interview with employees to see what it is they actually do. And what it is trying to do is, as I said, the type of duties that need to be performed, but also where the job is to be performed. Other information can include, who the job reports to, who the job is responsible for, what qualifications are required to be successful, why does the job exist? So do we actually need this particular job? So, for example, if someone's been in a role, they've left the organisation, let's say they've resigned, then we can look and go, as an organisation, we can do a job analysis. Why does this job actually exist? Do we still require it? Can we take the part of it is still required and we can give that to someone else? All right, so that's all part of a job analysis to try and determine really, who's best fit for the job, what actual duties are being performed, what responsibilities, those types of things. A job design is very similar to a job analysis, but if there's a new job that needs to be created or an existing job that needs to be altered, then this is where we can perform a job design. So what we're trying to do is decide on what duties, tasks, and responsibilities the job will consist of. So if we're creating a new job, we need to go, let's look at the duties and tasks that actually need to be done. And we go, let's try and create a job around that. And it's important to consider job satisfaction and motivation when designing a job. So things like varying tasks so that the employee isn't doing the same thing over and over every day. Responsibility, giving them a level of responsibility. I suppose now we can think back to our motivation theories and look at things that actually motivate employees, meaningful tasks, meaningful work, those types of things that we can include into when we're designing a particular job. So we've got these two strategies or techniques. So job analysis, where we're looking at so I'm just going back here, looking at the tasks, duties, and responsibilities involved in a particular job. And if we need to design a new job, then obviously we're doing the same thing, but we're actually creating a job based on that information. So out of a job analysis and job design, so once we've analysed a particular job or designed a new job, we actually come out with two documents. And those documents are a job description and a job specification. A job description is a summary of the duties, tasks, and responsibilities the employer will need to perform in the job. So I keep referring back to those duties, tasks, responsibilities. They're the things that you need to do. So imagine that you were in a particular job, duties, tasks, and responsibilities are things that you need to do and what you're responsible for. So what is actually involved in the job. And the other document is a job specification, which is a list of the qualifications, skills, experience, knowledge required to perform the job. So what we're looking at there is who's best fit for the job, what type of person would be required to actually perform or be successful in that job. So we've got a job description, which is what's involved in the job in terms of what will the person be doing day to day. And we've got a job specification, which looks at the skills, qualifications, and experience of a job. Now, these documents are obviously crucial if you're going to hire an appropriate person, because without that information, you don't really know who you're looking for. If we have a look here, then we've got an example of a job advertisement. And this is a human resource manager. So if you have a look on the left here, we've got part of the job description, and on the right-hand side is part of the job specification. So things like, we'll just go through a few: in consultation with department management, formulate and recommend human resource activities. Objective: coordinate recruitment and selection, induction of staff, administer remuneration policies. All right, looking at industrial relations practices, those types of things, and implementing and reviewing and maintaining performance management systems. So looking at the performance of team members. And so they're the things that actually are required in a particular job. And if we go back to the job specification, these are the type or the person that's best fit for the job. So what does the actual person require? So minimum 3 years experience in a similar managerial role, relevant tertiary qualifications or studies in human resource management, excellent communication skills, strong computer skills, all right? And the list can go on and on. So what that does is gives the human resource manager information when they're going to actually recruit someone or hire someone into the organisation. They know what they're looking for because they know what job needs to be performed, and they know who is best fit for the job. And all that is based on a job analysis or a job design. So just to recap, once the human resource needs have been decided, it's important to determine what jobs are going to be performed. So we look at a job analysis or a job design. Job analysis looks at the duties, tasks, and responsibilities of the particular job, and job description, or job design, I should say, is combining the tasks, duties, and responsibilities to create a new job or redesign an older job. And out of the job analysis comes a job description, which is what the job entails, and a job specification, which is the type of person required to be successful in the job. And now that you've got that information, the human resource manager has the information to go out and find the best person or people for those particular role or roles that they're trying to fill. For questions, activities, and more on this video, then come on over to teachingbubble.com.